line that they don't know. But the only reason I don't write 99.9% is because I don't think you guys would believe me. You'd ask for resources. But I can tell you in my experience when I talk to kids and I ask everybody to raise their hand, I always start by saying, has anyone ever gotten a text message from someone they didn't know? Okay, has anybody ever gotten a friend request on Instagram or Facebook from someone they didn't know? Or somebody ever followed you on YouTube or followed you on Instagram you didn't know? Have you ever played an online game with somebody that you didn't know? I mean, by the time I've named all those things, almost every single hand in the room is up. And so I say, let's watch this video and then we'll talk about it. I'll show you how to do this lesson with them.
Ooh, should I wear my black one with the white trim or my pink one?
You should totally do the polka dot, but send me a pic of both.
I don't know. I could get in trouble.
OMG, I would never show anyone, promise.
So tell me, why do you think that she thought she was talking to a girl?
They always do.
Because they always do, right?
Did you show that today in school?
Yeah, yesterday.
Thing?
Yes,
Oh,
to
okay.
both groups, yes.
Good.
Isn't that good?
What was the reaction from the kids when they saw that?
They laugh. Well, first they laugh, right? But then I start asking them. Sorry?
I bet some of them said, "Oh, I would know. I would know." If it was
Well, you know what? They didn't say that to me because then I immediately went into these questions, right? It was quiet. That was one thing. It was quiet.
good. They're
Right?
thinking about it.
Right, exactly. And I always say that when they turn to each other and they talk, I'm probably one of the only people that doesn't mind when they turn to each other and they talk during assembly, because I want them, what they're doing is they're thinking about it and then they're saying to their friend, oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. I mean, they're relating it. So, but let me ask you, I mean, I said, why do you think that she thought she was talking to a girl her age?
Because of the way he was speaking.
Because of the way he was speaking.
The username.
He used her name. What was he talking about? Dresses, clothes, things kids are interested in, girls her age, right? Okay. Do you think that his username was Scary Guy 101? Or it was probably Bubbles 257, right? Do you think that her picture, his profile picture was of him with his bald guy? What do you think his picture was of? Girl, or like some of the kids said, an animal. Like a lot of times they just use kitty cat, right? Okay. So the next thing I do with kids is, to really understand this, I say, now, how would he get a picture of a girl who's 13 onto his profile?
Just copy it. You could even from ads if you find.
So first you go to an ad, or where else could you go to get a picture?
Get them on Facebook.
Anywhere on the internet.
Facebook, right? Your kids' friends. You could go on to Google Images and type in 13-year-old girl. Then you copy and paste it. I say, so have you guys all here copied and pasted something before? So you can copy and paste anything on the internet, right? There's sometimes they have these pictures you can't, but you know how to get around that? You do a screenshot and then you put it into Paint and then you just edit it up. So anybody can copy any picture they want from the internet, right? So anybody could pretend to be anybody, right? So I'm not saying not to talk to your friends online. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be messaging. That is not the message, that your kids shouldn't be messaging. The message is, if you don't know the person in real life, then you shouldn't be talking to them online. And that is your job. This is one of the most important reasons why you need to be on your kids' computers. You need to know who they're talking to. You need to go through their friend lists and the people that are following them and say, who's this? Who's this? Because a lot of the times it's a friend of a friend. Now, I have a couple stories. One time I was in a middle school and kid challenged me, raised his hand. I said, well, Miss Brown, I know I'm okay. I've been talking to somebody online, I don't know, but I know it's okay. I said, oh, really? How do you know? He said, well, this kid is a new kid. He's coming into our school, and so he's trying to meet people because he's going to be a new kid in a couple months. And I was like, oh, really? And all of a sudden, everyone's like, oh, yeah, I know that person. Like, all of a sudden, the chatter in the room is just going crazy. And I turned to the principal, and I said to him, is there a new kid, right in front of everybody, is there a new kid coming into the school? He said, no. And every single kid in this room was like, and I said, do you see how he tricked all of you? How did he trick all of you? Well, she was friends with him, and he was friends with her.
Because they all share the same information, so this kid could just go
Yep.
share the same for somebody else.
And not only that, but most sites encourage you to befriend other people. Adult sites, even Facebook, LinkedIn, you may know this person, that's what they say. They say you have to know them and you have to know their email, but not when they prompt you. They prompt you to click on this person and friend request them. Yeah.
I'll tell you, it is definitely the in thing to have more friends. And so you see kids on their Facebook sites will have 7, 8, 900, 1,000 friends. It's not uncommon. The more friends you have, the cooler you are on Facebook or whatever. And so,
Or following you.
following
You, like on Twitter or Instagram, people follow you, or YouTube. That's one that most parents don't know about, the following on YouTube. And that is really scary because, you may be doing things on YouTube. A lot of people are doing things in their bedrooms, their girlfriend and them are, or they're doing these, these in the computer, the pictures, how they pose in front of the mirror and take pictures and videos. And, there's a lot you can learn about in a video more than a picture, and so it is the cool thing to have a lot of friends. And there's a profile of, I told the kids, when a stranger is trying to talk to you, there's a reason they want to talk to you. And most of these people are professionals. The people who are trying to talk to stranger kids are professionals. And there's a very, very, similar profile that all people go through. And they try to befriend people. And the people that bite, people that say yes, they try to strike up a conversation, or they might go on and like a picture of theirs, or they start to flatter them. Then what they do is they try to find any kids that may be angry with their parents, or seem lonely, or seem sad, and try to befriend them. And they'll go and learn everything they can about them. They'll go into your town website and find out the name of the pizza place, the name of your school, the name of your principal, the name of your soccer team, everything. They'll find out everything about, the sport you play. And then they'll spend a good 6 months fostering this relationship, and then eventually they'll ask for a meeting. And that's really how that works. And I was contacted recently by the International Crimes Against Children Unit. It's a federally funded program, and the particular office in Cleveland, Ohio, contacted me and said, we need help. We're doing assemblies, we're talking to kids, but we don't really know how to get this across to kids. And this is a very, very serious problem. Coupled with sexting, it's very scary. And I sometimes like to post a picture and say, think about this guy. What if this was the person it really was?